Hello and welcome back to another video. Anime Deanna here. We are doing What If Naruto Had a Water Spirit Part 3. Last video we left off where Kurama and the cat spirit, and the water spirit, were talking to each other about helping Naruto get stronger and able to protect the village. So now let's continue. Why should I help you and this little brat I've been sealed into? Says Kurama. The water spirit in his little cat feel then says, "Don't speak to me with that tone, you skinny kitten. I may look like this, but to anyone else, or when I get angry, I can eat you alive in a snap of my finger." Well, I don't have fingers. In this boy's finger, in a snap of a finger. In a snap of a hand, I will eat you alive, you dumb fox. You may think you look tough, but me, when I get angry, I'm even tougher. But us together with this kid, we can change the world. We can free the tailed beast. Kurama healing this raises a little eyebrow. Kurama doesn't fully agree because Kurama's not a trusting guy. He's not a trusting fox. He's not a trusting guy whatsoever. He hears this and raises an eyebrow. He says, "Us tailed beasts free? Do you know how ridiculous you seem? Free-tailed beast is the most dumbest thing I've heard in my entire lifespan of over 100 years." The cat then says, "No, this kid can change everything. He's already released the spell. He's already released me and can use my ability to his will with the weave of one sign now. He may not know this, but he can probably hear us at this moment." We phase back to Naruto. Naruto at this time cannot hear this, actually. Unfortunately, he cannot hear this. But Naruto does know another way to use. I'm bad about that. My phone turned off. But as I was saying, Naruto is not able to hear this, conversation between the cat and the fox. But to some degree, he can kind of feel that they are encountering. But at the moment, Naruto isn't really focused on this as he is training on his own. But let's face back to the conversation between Kurama and this cat and the water spirit. As they speak, Kurama does agree to help the young boy, only on one condition. His seal must be released completely. The water spirit, trusting Kurama, releases his seal. And you guys may say, hold on, what about Minato? What about Naruto doing that? What about all that? Minato did that as a last resort right before he was about to die, so I don't think he actually did it to Naruto's seal. So when Naruto opens up and the water spirit, yes, the water spirit's able to do it himself since he's like an ancient creature. So yeah, I'm sure he would be able to do so. So yeah, let's continue. So yeah, as this happens, the minute the Kurama is fully freed, but instead of Kurama going on a rampage, he just sighs in relief. He's like, "Whew, feels good," and lays right back down, right in the spot he usually lays. So now we go back into Naruto's perspective. Naruto, on the other hand, feels different. His chakra feels even better. He can flow more chakra evenly. He looks at his stomach. The seal is there, but it's not as concealed as it was before. Not at all. Naruto weaves the sign and goes into his consciousness space. He sees the gate unlocked, and he's actually scared. He's like, "Hey, water spirit, what happened?" The cat then says, "I released the 9-tailed fox beast because he can help you out. Trust me on this one." Naruto, it takes a little bit kind of convincing for Naruto not to go bizarre, not for Naruto My bad again. It's just like my phone turns off. I'm getting in the moment. A lot of focus. So yeah, Naruto. It takes a little bit of time to convince Naruto of not like putting this seal back on or having his father do so. But so as this is done, Naruto then goes back into his real state and continues his training. But as he does continue his training, the cat had, during the whole conversation, the cat had told Naruto that him and the Nine-Tails Fox Spirit will have to help out. Naruto then leaves a single sign letting the cat spirit come out. The cat spirit is out, but he's not in his roaring lion form. It's like a tiny cat. It must be based off of Naruto emotions on how big it gets or not. Maybe, Naruto thinks. Well, Naruto doesn't know how to let Kurama out of his shell without him being too big and having the village go bizarre and get all creeped out. The cat then explains to Naruto that he can release the Nine-Tails Fox Beast out with as long as as a little tiny child. Naruto then does so, and yeah, they're both out. Kurama then complains. He's like, "Oh, this tiny body, I can't stand it." And he punches a tree. But as Kurama punches this tree, not really punches because he's like a cat, does a little swipe thing or whatever. This tree falls down simply with like a barely tap of Kurama's paw. He's like, "Oh, I guess I'm the same strength as usual." So, hey, foolish cat. How do we train this young brat? Cat says. Then the water spirit says, "I told you not to speak to me that way." Naruto then gets a little angry, causes the cat to grow a bit, and Kurama is kind of confused. And the cat is too. He's like, "What?" And then Naruto then says, "How about you shut up and train me already? I'm still not even sure if I want to fully agree to this, but if it helps me get stronger and I can protect the village, then I'll do so. So, explain to me how this training is gonna work." And Kurama and the cat then, the cat really, the water spirit explains, "You're going to be fighting as Naruto, and you're gonna have to build a fine, great bond, a great relationship with the both of us. Naruto, you and I, we don't have much, we don't have much connection. Yes, you look different because of me, and with Kurama, you really honestly never really talked to Kurama ever in your life. But now you can finally build those bonds. With a tight bond with the both of us, you can actually use our power to its full potential. I am an ancient spirit. So, I actually know all the abilities of you, Tail Beast, and Jinchuriki together. Tail Beasts alone are very, very strong. But with a Jinchuriki, with a tight bond with each other, their abilities can be out of this world. And with me at your side, with you two, we can honestly create a better world and protect anyone ever dear to you, Naruto." This causes Naruto to fire up, and he's excited. As he gets excited, the Kurama then jumps up and slaps Naruto. Naruto's like, "Ah, what are you doing?" He says, "Well, first part of training, we fight." The cat hasn't fully agreed to this as it is come out of nowhere, but Kurama just continues to beat the crap out of Naruto. And I'm telling you, his punches are definitely strong as, they're just because he's a tail beast. So Naruto's over here getting mollywopped by Kurama. But they over there boxing. So, at this point, Naruto and the water spirit get the jig. Get the, they get the, what do you call it? What should I call it? They get the script, they get what to do, they know what to do. So, with the power of the water spirit, Naruto uses power of the water spirit to fight against Kurama. But as you know, Kurama is a different kind of beast, so even in his tiny little baby form, he's mollywopping the both of them together. Naruto is not trained enough to fight with the water spirit, but he is trained. He can do enough to at least evade some attacks. moving at very high speeds, Kurama and Naruto aren't really detected by anybody in the village. And the chakra cannot be sensed as it is being concealed by the water spirit itself. As an ancient being, it can do so. I gotta put some, plot armor on my boys. Gotta put some plot armor on my boys. You know what I'm saying? So the water spirit and Naruto fight Kurama going on days. These fights have been going on for 3 days straight. Minato's actually Kushina's getting a little worried as her son hasn't been shown up in the house for 3 days. As this fight ends, of course, Naruto and the water spirit barely came out top because Kurama felt like resting. He was tired. So after this training was done, Naruto and the water spirit's bond has built actually quite a lot. Not to the point where they can go full potential or not even near full potential together, but together their bond has built, I can say, fairly a lot. You know what I'm saying? Their bond built up a lot where they can use their power to fullest potential. So yes, my bad. The phone turned off again. I was getting into too much of it too, and I was getting a little tired anyway. So yeah, I'm speaking a lot. So what happens next is that the training, of course, has ended, and Naruto and the water spirit have built a very strong move together. Maybe even a ranked jutsu. Of course, a S-rank jutsu, since nobody else in the world can actually do this jutsu. We all are familiar with Tobiyama's water dragon jutsu out of midair. And we all know Naruto can do water jutsus made of midair. He doesn't need water in order to do water jutsus. He can basically summon water because Naruto is a natural water type user. Because, of course, of him, and he's a natural wind type user. Well, we all know this. Together, Naruto had made this little bit of mode between the water spirit and himself that only lasted about 5 minutes against Kurama, because Kurama was on no games. Like, he wanted to be. It's like Kurama was enjoying beating up Naruto. Okay, he was beating the crap out of both of them because they don't have much experience together. So yeah, they figured out this mode. It's not really even a mode. It's like really a temporary mode. It's a mode. Where the cats. It's like when Naruto was fighting against Gaara, and around his body, Kurama's chakra was coming out around his body. So yeah, that's what happening to him, but with the blue chakra around Naruto. So this blue chakra was flourishing around Naruto. And basically in this mode, Naruto can move at super high speeds. And it's like any punch that he makes is like as smooth as water. So all the abilities, it's like super OP. It's like pretty OP, okay? Trust me, nobody else in the world can do this. So anything he touches, any punches he throws is as smooth and as perfectly clean as water. Okay, it's like him and the water spirit collide in any movements. In this mode, together, they have any movements they make are perfectly balanced, like waters. If a drop hits, boom. See, that's the only problem though. If anything disturbs them, like a punch from an enemy, their balance with that balance can be, broken. That balance can be broken. But as long as they are able to dodge with that perfect balance and punch, they're pretty much almost unstoppable. But of course, Kurama figured out a way to hit him pretty hard. So, as that training in Naruto, basically like after the training, Naruto and the water spirit has been trying that out. So they've been testing that out against Kurama for the next days. But of course, they're not going to continue training for days because Naruto's parents are going to get a little too worried. And you don't want that happening. Trust me. Ooh, sorry, a little tired. So yeah, Naruto and the water spirit has built a pretty good move against each other. But the water spirits worries about what is Naruto and Kurama's, how they're gonna get to, have more experience together. And trust me, at the moment, Naruto is really not feeling Kurama at the moment after getting beat up for 3 days straight. But yeah, what comes in the future is ready. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna end the video. What comes in the future? What I was gonna say. What comes in the future? What comes, but not this video. Just so y'all know. So I think I'm gonna end the video here. So yeah, thank you so much we already hit 600 subscribers. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you'll be updated on my daily video. And peace out.